Welcome to your friends Buster and Siles. The story begins in a cozy culinary school, where Buster explains to the kittens how to cook by showing them a drawing of a goose on the board. Soon, the goose suddenly comes to life, steps off the board, and begins to irritate Buster by pinching his tail. Buster constantly distracts the class. Then the careless student literally goes crazy and shouts something incomprehensible, waving his arms. Then his friend starts asking Buster ridiculous questions. Siles understands perfectly well that the goose, as in a fairy tale, comes to life and then freezes again on the board as a picture. Siles watches Buster from the side and just smirks. Buster doesn't understand what's happening. When he turns around, he sees not a live goose, but a picture on the blackboard. This repeats several times. Finally, Buster realizes that the goose on the board periodically comes to life and Buster pinches its tail. Buster can't take it anymore and challenges the goose to a duel. The goose snatches up the second pointer, and a brutal duel begins. A flock of geese flies past the window. The goose, obeying its instinct, breaks free from the window. Buster tries to hold the goose by grabbing it by the tail. The goose takes Buster and his flock into the blue sky with clouds. Seeing a flea market on the ground and remembering his culinary skills, Buster decides to parachute to the market. Buster lands in the back of a car with watermelons and rolls with the watermelons to the ground. Siles decides to make fun of his friend once again. After gathering ingredients, Buster becomes engrossed in a cookbook, not noticing that Siles is substituting all sorts of unnecessary hardware for the ingredients. Buster, like an experienced cook, always keeps his eyes on his pan. Then Siles, in turn, decides to intervene and creates even more chaos by replacing the food in Buster's string bag with something completely ridiculous. A bolt, a spring, and a cobblestone. However, despite all of Siles' interference and pranks, Buster remains calm even when he finds himself in the clouds, racing through the air with the geese. Siles, of course, looks at me sarcastically from the side. Buster is getting ready to eat his favorite omelet. He begins his favorite meal. Suddenly, Buster felt something rumble in her stomach. The spring flew out of Buster's mouth with a loud noise. But soon Siles himself can't take it anymore and starts choking. Bolts fly out of his compressed lips and fall with a loud ringing sound into the plate. At the end of breakfast, the cats, united in laughter, enjoy their culinary mass. They both laugh heartily, realizing that the real taste and meaning of breakfast is not in what they cook, but in how they spend time together. And now, look what really happened.
The goose, Siles! Breakfast demands it! Observe the feathers, perfectly aligned, and the beak crisp and ready. That, my friend, is breakfast by the rules. No, no, no.
But Buster, I didn't do it!
No, no, no. The biter. It wasn't me, I swear. Siles, the rules are absolute.
But boss, the chalk is moving!
Nonsense! A chalk goose can't move! My tay, you little sneak! I won't leave you if All right, time to show off. This I've got to see. Freem! Too fast for ya!
Show off.
Behold, the perfect pour as the rules demand.
Impressive, but the iron chunks make it tricky.
Tricky? Nonsense. Precision is my specialty. Let's see you serve it then. With pleasure. A masterpiece served by the rules. Delicious boulder.
Buster, that's against the rules. I warned you. Look at that mess. Oh! Ha! 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 Big baby! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Siles, you look peculiar. Goodness! What is that clanging? Swallowed a toolbox, have you? Hold steady now. Siles! What in whiskers is this? Bolts for breakfast? Preposterous! Clean this up! Yes, Chef Buster.